Hello students and namaste everyone. I am Dhaval sir and our today's topic is your English textbook chapter number 3 part 1 His First Flight by Liam O'Flaherty. Right. So basically this chapter is a very interesting story about a bird named seagull. Right, on the right side of the slide you can see a white color bird which is a seagull. So in this story the young seagull, right, it is a story about a young seagull who is very afraid of taking his first flight. Right, so he is staying on the ledge with his family members, with his mother, father and other younger brother and sister on the ledge. So all of the family members are taking their flight and they're flying high, but this young fellow, this young seagull is afraid of taking its first flight because it is afraid that it might try to fly and it may get drowned in the water. So it is not taking its first flight, and then its family members are trying very hard to encourage the young seagull to fly and take its first flight, but still the young seagull is not getting the strength to take its flight. Okay, and finally at last it was able to take its first flight. So how was it possible, or how did the young seagull manage to take its first flight? Right, to find out that, let's start with our chapter. Okay, the young seagull was alone on his ledge. Right, so the meaning of ledge is, see, I have given the picture of the ledge also. On the right hand side corner it is given. Right, ledge means a flat rock surface that sticks out from a cliff. Okay, on a mountain side, if there is a flat rock surface which is sliding a bit outside, then it is known as a ledge. Okay, you can see a person sitting on the ledge. So the young seagull was alone on his ledge. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. Brink means the edge of the ledge. Right, so before taking the flight, the young seagull tried to run forward towards the edge, and when it was supposed to take its flight, it did not gather the courage and it could not fly. Okay, the great expanse of sea stretched down beneath. Expanse means a large and usually flat open space or area. So from the ledge where he was standing, he could see beneath it a very large sea area. There was a lot of water everywhere beneath the edge, okay, of the ledge. And when it took, or when it tried to take its first flight, it could not gather its strength. So what is written? The great expanse of the sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. He felt certain that his wings would never support him, so he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. Okay, so what did this young seagull feel? That if he will try to take his flight and if his wings could not open, right, and if he could not fly, then he will fall down in the water and he will get drowned away. So it did not take the flight and it again ran back to its hole where they used to live. Yes, this is the picture you can see here. This is the young seagull. Okay, and it is standing on the edge of a ledge. So this is a ledge, okay, and you can see the family members of the young seagull, that is the mother, father, and two brothers and a sister, taking their flight. Flight means they are flying, okay. Even when each of his brothers and little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, right, flapped their wings and flew away, he failed to muster up courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. So through these lines the writer is trying to explain that even though this young seagull's brother and sister had shorter wings, then too they ran towards the edge, that is the brink, and flapped their wings and they flew away. But this fellow could not muster up courage. Muster up courage means gather courage and take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. That means he was so desperate to take his first flight, but as he was afraid, he could not take his first flight. That means he could not fly. His father and mother had come around, calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his ledge until he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not move. So we'll understand the meaning of some important words, that is shrilly. Shrilly means to make very loud, high pitched sound, okay. Then upbraiding means to speak in an angry or critical way to someone who has done something wrong. So that means the parents of the young seagull were becoming angry on him, and they were trying to threaten the young seagull that if you will not come with us, if you will not take your flight, then we will leave you over here on the ledge alone and you will be left for starving, okay. But for the life of him, he could not move. That means he was very much scared that if he will take his flight, he will get drowned in the water and he will die away. And to save himself from getting died away, the bird did not take the flight. That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. Right, so past 24 hours has passed and still no one has come to the ledge where the young seagull was lying. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. To skim means to move lightly just above a surface. So we have seen the birds, right? They come like this from a very great height and they come near the surface of water and they make themselves light, right? They don't get drowned in the water. They make themselves light and they catch away the fish and they fly away. So that is the art of skimming. Okay, so the parents were teaching young seagull's brother and sister how to skim and how to dive to catch the fish. Okay, he had in fact seen his older brother catch his first herring. Now what is herring? So it is a kind of a fish, right? I have also kept a picture of it on the right hand side. Below the paragraph, below the meanings, you can see the picture of the herring fish. So the older brother catched his first herring and devoured it. Devour it means it enjoyed the fish and ate it up very greedily, right? Because it was for the first time when the young seagull's brother had caught the fish and it was eating the fish for the first time, so it enjoyed the fish a lot and ate it up greedily. Standing on a rock while his parents circled around, raising a proud cackle. Cackle means to laugh noisily. That means the young seagull was still lying where it was, and the others were flying in the air. So what did they do? Here it was the seagull, and they were flying round and round, and they were cackling. Cackling means they were laughing at the seagull as it was not able to take its flight, right? And all the morning the whole family had walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his cowardice, right? So cowardice means lack of courage. Okay, so what happened? The young seagull was left alone, and the other family members, they had shifted to the opposite cliff, right? It was like a plateau. We all know that plateau, it is a kind of a table like mountain, okay, with a flat surface, and which was lying midway down in the water, okay, and they had shifted over there, and they were trying to taunt the young seagull because it was not able to take its flight. Okay, the sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his ledge the faced that faced the south. That means the sun was ascending now. That means now it was another day, right? The whole day had passed. The young seagull was still alone, and now another day has started, and the sun is ascending, right? That means it is coming up, blazing on his ledge. Blazing means as the sun was appearing, there was too much hotness around. The atmosphere had become warm on his ledge that faced the south. Okay, he felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. That means as the young seagull had not taken his flight, he could not eat anything, and even the family members, they did not give any kind of food to the young seagull, just because they wanted the young seagull to take its first flight. Okay, he stepped slowly out to the brink. Brink, again I will tell you the meaning is edge. So he stepped slowly out to the brink on the ledge, and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing, he closed one eye, then the other, and pretended to be falling asleep. Now this young fellow was so smart that what did it do? It closed its one eye, and it took one of its leg, right? It was standing on one of its leg, and it was trying to show, it pretended that it was asleep. Still they took no notice of him. That means they ignored the young seagull. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks, right? Dozing means to sleep lightly, right? So they were relaxing and taking rest at the other side of the ledge on the plateau. His father was preening the feathers on his white back. So preening means trying to remove the worn out feathers, right? The feathers which are worn out, which are old now, the process of removing those old feather is known as preening. Okay, only his mother was looking at him. She was standing on a little high hump on the plateau, her white breast thrust forward. Thrust forward means like this. Okay, looking at the young seagull like this. Now and again she tore at a piece of a fish that lay at her feet, and then scraped each side of her beak on the rock. Now what did the mother of the young seagull do? She tore the piece of a fish. That means she made pieces of the fish, then scraped each side of her beak. Scraped means rub against a hard surface. Usually the birds, they do this exercise of rubbing their teeth towards the hard surface of the rock to make it pointed, to make their beak pointed, right? So the young seagull's mother scraped each side of her beak on the rock. The sight of the food maddened him, right? So when the young seagull saw that its mother tore the fish into a part, the young seagull thought that her mother would bring this fish for him, right? So how he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to wet it. Wet means to sharpen. So the young seagull felt that his mother is going to bring food for him, right? So he was maddened out of food. That means maddened means he was getting angry. Everyone were enjoying on the plateau, the opposite side, and even they were eating the fish, but the young seagull was not offered the fish, or it was not given any kind of food. It was becoming angry out of hunger. Okay. Wah, 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 he cried, begging her to bring him some food. Wakola. She screamed back. So this is the conversation going on between the mother and the young seagull. Okay. She screamed back derisively. Derisively means in a manner showing someone that he or she is stupid. That means the young seagull was trying to call the mother, but in return the mother is saying that you are stupid enough that you are not taking your flight, and that is the reason you are left for starving. Okay. But he kept calling plaintively. Plaintively means having a sad sound, right? And after a minute or so, he uttered a joyful scream. That means the young seagull was very sad, but suddenly a joyful scream is coming out from the young seagull. What is the reason? The reason is his mother had picked up a piece of the fish and was flying across to him with it. That means young seagull was here and the mother was coming towards the young seagull, right, with a fish in its beak. He leaned out eagerly, tapping the rock with its feet, right? So the young seagull got so much excited that it started tapping its feet, right, on the ledge, trying to get nearer to her as she flew across. Okay, so as the young seagull was here, mother was nearing by, even the young seagull was coming closer. But when she was just opposite to him, she halted, her wings motionless. That means she stood still. That means she did not move ahead, or she did not move towards the young seagull. The piece of the fish in her beak, almost within reach of his beak, right? That means her mother was so close to the young seagull that he just needed a jump to take that fish and eat it away, right? So he waited a moment in surprise, wondering why she did not come nearer, and then, maddened by hunger, he dived at the fish. Now what this young seagull is doing, as it was very hungry, as it was starving, he could not control himself and he just dived to catch the fish. Okay. When a loud scream, with a loud scream, he fell outwards and downwards into space. So he just took a jump, right, and it dived away, but it did not open its wings, and so it started screaming and shouting loudly. Then a monstrous terror seized him and his heart stood still. Okay, he could hear nothing, but it only lasted a minute. That means it was going down and down and down, right? So this was a very dangerous situation for the young seagull. The next moment he felt his wings spread outwards, right? So now as he was in danger, he spread his wings outward, right, and it tried to take its flight, right? So here you can see the picture. The young seagull is on the edge of a ledge and the mother is standing very nearby to the young seagull with a fish in its beak. Okay, so the picture is clear over here. The wind rushed against his breast feathers, then under his stomach and against his wings. He could feel the tips of his wings cutting through the air. That means now it was trying to fly. Okay, he was not falling headlong. That means when it jumped, it was going like this, but as now the wings are open, it is not going downwards, it is moving like this. Okay, not falling headlong. Now he was soaring. Soaring means flying. So as I explained that it was coming like this, and as and when the wing opened, it started flying like this. Okay, he was soaring gradually downward and outward. He was no longer afraid. He just felt a bit dizzy. Dizzy means uncomfortable feeling of spinning around and losing one's balance. So it was for the first time when it was taking its flight, so it was feeling dizzy. Like whenever we are standing on a height, we feel like getting dizzy. Okay, then he flapped his wings once and he soared upwards. He soared upward means he started flying upwards. Ka ka ga ka call. His mother swooped past him. Swooped means to fly down through the air suddenly, right? That means as the young seagull started flying, even his mother also came near the young seagull. Okay, with wings making a loud noise. He answered her with another scream. Then his father flew over him screaming. He saw his two brothers and sisters flying across him. Okay, now the young seagull was flying, then the mother, then the father, brother and sister, everyone were flying together. Okay, he saw his brothers and sisters flying around him, curveting. Curveting means leaping like a horse, like this. Okay, leaping like a horse. And banking. Banking means flying with one wing higher than the other. We have seen the birds, they balance like this, right? So this is banking, right? They flap their wings and then they balance themselves. Okay, so there is banking. And soaring. Soaring means flying and diving. So flying and then again diving in the water to catch away the fish. Okay, then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly, and commended himself to dive and soar and curve, shrieking shrilly. Shrieking means to cry out in a high pitched voice. That means it was making noises like anything, because it was mad out of excitement, right? It was not able to believe that now it was flying like anything. Okay, and commended himself. Commended means to praise in a serious and often public way. So what is given? Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly, and commended himself. That means it praised, or it tried to praise itself. Okay, he was near the sea now, flying straight over it. So this is the sea and it was flying straight over it. Okay, facing straight out over this ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him with little ridges. Now ridges means an elevated body part. That means in the sea also there are some elevated portions. Okay, with little ridges moving over it, and he turned his beak sideways and cawed amusedly. Cawed means to utter the harsh, loud and unpleasant natural call of the crow, or a similar way, right? That means making a shrill sound. Okay, amusedly, that means to get the attention of someone in a pleasant way as time passes. So as the young seagull was able to take its first flight, as it was successful in taking its first flight, it was very excited, and it was shouting and screaming and trying to gain the attendance or attention of the other family members, right? And it was enjoying its first flight. His parents and his brothers and sisters had landed on this green flooring ahead on him. They were beckoning to him. Beckoning means to show somebody with a movement of your fingers or hands that you want him or her to come closer, like this. We are calling someone, that is beckoning. So already the brothers and sisters and parents, they were on the plateau. They had started flying. Now they were beckoning. That means they were calling the young seagull to come and fly with them, to join them. He drooped his legs to stand on the green sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings. But he was tired and weak with hunger, and he couldn't rise, exhausted by the strange exercise. His feet sank into the green sea, and then his belly touched it. That means this is the water. They were trying to stand on the water, but the young seagulls, right, legs got inside the water. He was floating on it. Now, as it is written that his belly touched it and he sank no further. That means almost his legs got in the water like this, and the upper part of his body, that is the belly portion and the upper part, was floating on the water. It was not sinking inside the water. He was floating on it, and around him his family was screaming, praising him, and their beaks were offering him scraps of dogfish. It is also a kind of fish. That means they were so happy and excited that they were offering fish to him. He made his first flight. So students, this is how the young seagull was able to take its first flight, right? So many times in our life also, we are also very much scared and afraid of doing something new, right? But from this chapter, what we can learn is, until and unless if you make effort, if you try to do that work, you won't be able to learn that thing. But once if you make effort and if you try to work, then for sure success will be yours and you will be able to achieve great heights. So this is what the story was. I'll end my lecture over here. Okay, thank you everyone for watching my video. Till then, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay at your home only. Okay, please don't go out of your home. Protect yourself from this pandemic COVID-19. Okay, thank you everyone.